Welcome to our Windows 10 training home users and IT professional. This video is specifically for IT professionals, but home users can also take benefit of this. In this video, we will create a virtual lab and install Windows 10 in a Virtualbox. If you don't know this term, I would strongly suggest you go back and take the help desk course. In the course, you can take the section virtualization. Virtualization in a very basic way, if you don't want to take this, is basically in your main computer, which I'm using this computer right now, you don't have to do anything with this computer. So it basically saves your computer from doing any edits, installing, and practicing. So what you do is you put another software, and in that software you install another operating system as a test operating system. That is virtualization. So that's what we're doing today, and most of the IT people use this for practice. So let's get started. Now the first thing I would like to do is to open my VirtualBox, and it's right here. VirtualBox is already installed. Like I said, if you don't know this, go back to help desk and take this section virtualization. Everything is in detail. So we have the VirtualBox already running right there, right? So what we need to do is to get the files, the ISO files, and that's the file that you need to download to install Windows 10 on DVD. You burn it to DVD, or you burn it to USB like we did in our upgrade section right here. Let me show you guys. In this section, we have already showed that how to do that on the real machines. Today, we are going to install it on a VirtualBox. So what we need to do is first we need to go to Windows 10 ISO, and we're going to click enter and go to Windows 10 Microsoft. And now we are going to click on download now, and here we will wait for this media creation tool to open up. So we're going to go ahead and click open, and we'll click yes. So right now it's getting few things ready. All we need is the ISO file, and this file is like a CD, a virtual CD, like you can use it to install it on VirtualBox. So we're going to click accept. Now, here's a question. If you have about 8 GB RAM on your system, so if you click Start, right click, go to Properties. If you're using Windows 10, other menu, you can right click here and you will see a System. And when you click on System, you will see this. So if you have about 8 gigs of RAM or 12 gigs, then I would suggest you go for 64-bit ISO. If you have less than that, you're using like 4 GB RAM, then I would suggest you to download the 32-bit system ISO. So because 32-bit requires 1 GB, 64-bit requires 2 GB. So what we need to do is to create an installation media for another PC. We're going to click next, and we'll uncheck this box. And you see right here you can select 32-bit if you want that. I'm going to stick with 64-bit because my system can take that, so I'm going to click next. And it tells me what do you want to do. Remember, we did USB for real installation on laptops. This time we're going to click on ISO, and we are going to install that and save it in our document section. We're going to click OK. This will take time depending on your speed of the internet, and then once it's downloaded, we will install Windows 10 on a VirtualBox. Alright, so this whole process can take few minutes, and as you guys can see, it's already downloaded. I'm going to go ahead and click on finish, or you can see right here, open DVD burner. Now, we're not doing that. We're just going to go ahead and finish it. Setup is cleaning before it closes. Okay, so you see this file is right here, and what can you do with this file? You can plug in a empty DVD to your computer desktop, and you can burn this file, and it will become a bootable CD, just like we used to have back in the days. And then you plug that in, and you can install the whole Windows 10 on that machine. But we are not doing that. We are going to install it on a VirtualBox. So we're going to go ahead and open our VirtualBox. I'm going to open this right here. We're going to create a new VirtualBox, and we will name it Windows 10. Since we did a 64-bit, it automatically picks 64-bit. If you're doing 32, you will click on 32. As you can see, when I click on next, it automatically picks the suggested RAM. So this is required right here. If I put 32-bit, it will go back to 1 GB. This is why I said in the beginning that if you have a slow system, go for 32-bit. So I'm going to click on next, and now it's going to create a virtual hard disk. This is another important information, that you should have a quite nice hard disk size. I mean, you don't want to put that on a C drive. Like you can see, I have 37 GB. I don't want to put my VirtualBox on this, because it's definitely gonna crash my computer if I have to do it on C drive. So I have another drive right here. So going back, and I have 32-bit ready. So I'm gonna click on create. And here one is already running. That is the one that I'm going to be using for training. But I'm going to show you guys how to um, start this one. So the first time when you start it, this is what you will get. We're going to go ahead and go to that ISO that we downloaded. We're going to click open and click start. And in this case, what will happen is that it will just ask us the same way you install this on any other laptop, desktop machines. This is how it will work in a VirtualBox also. But like I said, this is for practice, so you can play around with things and do a lot of things. So like I said, click next and install now. These are the options, and we'll click on um, the virtual hard disk that we have created now. And here we don't have a key, so this is for practice. We don't need that, but in real world you probably will need a key for on a laptop, desktop. For this we can say no. We're going to keep the Windows 10 Pro and click next here. So what will happen here right now is this is going to take its time. We'll click accept and click next and click on custom, and this is the hard drive that we have created, and click next. So after this, it's just installation. I'm going to cancel this because I already have one running, and I can delete it. You see, this is the power of virtualization that I'm talking about, that how quickly that I decided that, okay, I'm just going to remove this. I don't need this. I'm just say remove all files. And here I have another one running, Windows 10. So you can see it's already done. The installation is over. That is kind of for if you're brand new to virtualization, I would strongly suggest you to go back to that course and take that virtualization section, because if you learn all of this, it makes your life very easy, and you will learn a lot of new skills in a very, very less amount of time, without any stress and without any hardware, special hardware to buy and all that stuff. So after this, we are going to create more videos on screen recording like this, so then we don't have to use real cameras, because one good thing about real camera is using that on a hardware and whenever we do labs in a real world. So that gives you a real world experience, hands-on type of experience. But the only disadvantage of that is that it shakes and all, it doesn't look, all professional. So we have to do all this on screen recording now, and that's where we'll be using our VirtualBox environment to learn anything inside Windows 10. So that is what we're going to do. And after this, it is just basic installation, and that's where we will start learning about Windows 10 from scratch. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and this is how you install Windows 10 on a VirtualBox. I'll see you guys in a different section.